We're born in the moonlight. Ain't no fantasy. Can't breathe in the sunlight.
Oh, chapter 21.
Part 2. Azure Moon.
Oh, maybe I will get to
Verdant
finish this game
rain
today.
moon.
Not in time
Our
for
chosen path.
Arya's screaming appointment, though.
The Kingdom Army has captured Fort Merceus. Managing troops from the now stable Western Kingdom and former Alliance territory, the Kingdom Army returns to Garreg Mach to regroup and reorganize its forces.
Look at the rainbow.
With sufficient might to challenge the Empire, the Kingdom Army finalizes their plans to march on Enbar, the Imperial capital.
Ah, there you are. His Highness was looking for you.
Oh, he is? Where is he?
He's gone ahead and started interrogating the prisoner.
Oh.
Viscount Kleiman's man.
Okay.
He said he'd like for you and I to be present as well.
Alright, let's go.
Will you come with me?
Of course, let's go. Why would it be like, nah? No, not today.
I cannot overlook your reckless remarks. Are you really so keen to lose your
I'm
head?
so close to Dimitri.
I only did what I believed was right. I swear to the goddess that I'm not lying.
You're swearing to
Amidst
me?
the turmoil of the tragedy, Lady Patricia was supposed to be the only one who was unharmed. We had been given orders ahead of time to not approach her carriage.
Was Patricia an accomplice?
Of course not. What would my stepmother have had to gain
Hey,
from
I'm
such
asking the kid.
Perhaps Lady Patricia would have done anything to return to the Empire, to her husband and daughter.
What exactly are you implying?
She did it.
For the past few months, I've been spying on lords who defected to the
Oh,
Empire.
right. Rodrigue told him
in order
that.
to investigate
idea.
rumors about Lady Patricia.
Oh, not idea.
Cornelius' words
Thought.
were true. The two of them, I am afraid they conspired together after all.
Enough of this nonsense. You say she wished to return home? That isn't nearly enough reason to cause such a tragedy.
I do not intend to imply that the two of them were solely responsible for the whole affair. They were likely nobles who opposed the king, or potentially someone who wanted to throw the kingdom into chaos. The Empire and people like Solon and Kranya had their motives too.
So my stepmother joined with them to cause the tragedy. Is that what you believe?
Yeah,
Ultimately, this is just conjecture based on the evidence at hand.
it's just a theory.
I have no idea what their true intentions were.
I see. We will hear what this man has to say. For now.
My lord had long felt that King Lambert's radical ways were dangerous. At the time, he was approached with an offer to take part in the incident at Dusker. My lord loves his homeland. To me, he embodied justice. We were only doing what we thought was right.
And so, in the name of justice, he caused massacre upon massacre out of love for his homeland.
Why not talk
Murdered
about
your own
it?
king, killed our soldiers, and involved innocent citizens. And yet you have the gall to speak of justice!
Ooh,
I
he's
am only
angry.
standing before you now, because I could no longer bear the weight of my sins.
Did you share those feelings about your homeland? Do you regret your actions? It's probably like, nah, because you did it for the king or whatever. Did you share those feelings about your homeland?
Yes, I believe I do.
Gilbert, lock this man in his cell.
Are you not going to kill him?
No! Let him
I
suffer.
will make that decision once I have had time to consider this man's definition
Killing
of
him will, like,
justice.
ease his pain.
Yes, Your
We gotta let him
Highness.
suffer. At least that's my mindset. Are you okay?
No, I cannot say that I am.
Yeah, because the mom he
Tell
thought
me,
that loved
Professor.
him doesn't.
How well do you remember your father, Gerald?
Oh my god! I remember him very well! I still miss him to this day.
Soon enough, you will come to understand how painful it is to forget the faces of those who have passed on. To
It's
be
so
honest,
painful now.
I cannot really remember my stepmother's... that woman's smile, nor the sound of her voice. I always told myself that I would not allow my mind to forget, and yet, all I can recall with clarity is her gazing away, so forlorn.
Why didn't she just say
Did
she
my
wanted to
stepmother
leave?
wish to go home so badly that she would kill father and me? Kill her false family?
Oh, wait, that's true.
Home. to her own blood. Her true family.
Did she not have a husband or she divorced? I don't understand. I have a struggle with family hierarchy family charts. There's no way to know for sure. I don't have those answers. There's no way to know for sure unless you want to speak to her. I don't have those answers though. I don't think you want to hear that.
I suppose it doesn't make any difference now. I am asking you questions you could not possibly know the answer to. I am
I'm here to
finished with
listen.
thoughts like that. I am finally able to go on living without clinging to hate.
Oh, that's so great.
I truly treasure those who have died, then I must earnestly atone for my sins. Father, Glenn, all of the soldiers who have fallen, the people of Duscur who still suffer persecution. The only atonement I can offer them now is to take responsibility for this broken kingdom that has been entrusted to me.
That's true. Take responsibility for the kingdom.
That is why I feel that I must meet with Edelgard and try to talk to her. Do you think it is a fool's errand? Honestly, I think so too.
I'll come with you as backup.
I must swallow my feelings and grudges, our whole history really, and ask her about this future that she sees. What she aims for once her domination is complete. What kind of justice she clings to as she fights. And why she felt it necessary to start this war. I believe that asking her these things is the true responsibility I have been tasked with as king.
I paused real quick, cause like, what if Edelgard was actually just brainwashed? You know? Cause I still don't have like very hateful feelings for her, but I still don't like what's going on. How will you accomplish that?
We will march our troops to the Imperial capital. But before any battle begins, we will set up camp nearby and send a messenger. I will tell her that I need to speak with her in a safe place, without any weapons or troops.
She's not
As
gonna
to
do
whether
that.
or not she will agree to my request, well, that rests solely on Edelgard.
Too bad you just can't send a bird, because she might kill the person. I'm certain she'll agree. I don't want to see that, but that's the only choice.
I would like to believe that as well.
She's not gonna come
You know,
unarmed.
Professor, when we fought in Ferdiad, Cornelia mocked me and called me pitiful. But even if it is true that my stepmother never loved me, I am not to be pitied.
Oh,
After all, I have allies and dear friends who care for me.
of course.
And now, I also have you by my side.
Always. You'll always have me. No matter what route or what guy I'm gonna romance in the future, he's always gonna be my favorite. Exploring time. Gilbert's not gonna get that quest complete because I don't think I have the chickpeas or whatever he's asking for. Support. Is it just one? Yep.
Ingrid, are you familiar with the story of the King of Liberation and the 10 elites of Fodlan?
Of course. They were the heroes who struck down evil with the power of the sacred weapons, protecting our land and people. Their strength was passed down through the ages,
Looks like you should have
manifesting
2
itself in the
ears.
crests some of us are born with.
Yes, the 10 elites certainly possessed great power. But does that make them worthy of worship?
I imagine you ask because they later fought amongst themselves, turning on one another, ravaging the land.
Precisely. Initially, Nemesis and the 10 elites worked together to bring peace to Fodlan. But soon their ambitions got the best of them, and they clashed, using their sacred weapons on anyone they chose, strong and weak alike.
What are we talking
What
about?
I mean to say is, possessing strength alone does not make one worthy of respect.
I don't remember the last conversation.
Rather, one should be judged by how they choose to use that strength.
Yes, I agree.
If you follow that logic, then you will see it also applies to those who are born with crests. Now think of how your father wishes to wed you to another family's fortune on the basis of your crest.
Yes? What of it?
These are purely inherited qualities. Is it not foolish to judge a person's value by some inherited fortune? That is all a crest is, really.
That's what I think too. Having a crest or not has no bearing on your worth as a person.
I understand that Count Galatea believes he has the right to manage your affairs. I am certain he has his own share of problems. And I do not wish to meddle or lay blame. But if there is anything I should like to say to his daughter, it is this. How you live your life is up to you.
Thank you for your counsel and wisdom, Sedith.
That
I've been thinking a lot lately
was a
about what
whole-
might happen after the war. I will take some time to reflect on what lies ahead. My future.
So him going on about this book and story is all to lead up to basically that small advice. Why do people do that? Why don't you just tell me, okay? I'll listen. Just come on. Alright, well that was the only support we have. Oh. We can talk to people. Alright.
Returning to the monastery brings back so many memories from 5 years ago. Hard to believe we only spent a year together here.
Feels forever
So
though.
much happened that it felt a lot longer than that.
Yeah.
But it was all so exciting and so much fun. Honestly, I think those memories are what's kept me fighting this long. What was that year like for you, Professor?
It was great. It was a lot of fun.
I don't think I could ask for a better answer. Let's all do our best to survive this, so we can come back here when it's all over.
For
I
sure.
know that's what I'll be doing.
I hope this is the final battle. Don't you, Professor?
Pretty sure we only have one
When
chapter
the war
after
is over,
this.
everyone will be busy with their own lives.
Sad.
But
But
let's
it's
all
great.
meet up again someday. Right here at Garreg Mach. You, His Highness, my father, our monastery friends, the knights, everyone.
That's a great idea.
It was just a silly whim I had, but I really love it.
It sucks because we're not gonna have
and
the
I'll
other
bake a bunch
students.
of desserts for it. Reunion sweets. All we have to do now is win. Let's get to it, Professor.
Hopefully I can get to it before, probably not before our ice creaming.
We'll be heading for the capital soon. So much rests on this moment. Will the war really be over if we take the capital?
Maybe. It might not end right away.
You're probably right. But we'll get there eventually. I truly believe that a peaceful future is waiting at the end of all of this.
I do too.
He intends to speak to the Emperor? She's his stepsister, I know, but this seems risky.
It is. You're against it?
No, I'm not. I'm sure he's thought it through. If the two can settle this diplomatically, that would be the best way out of this mess. No more bloodshed.
But I feel like there's gonna be
Let's just hope
bloodshed.
he doesn't become so overwhelmed with emotion that he's unable to strike her down, should the need arise.
If so, if he tells me, I'll have to kill her, like I did with that one girl that tried to backstab him.
Professor?
I've been thinking about how we've got our own ideas about justice. And so does the Empire. And what's coming? It's not just a battle between us and them. It's our ideals that are fighting.
Yeah.
Whoever wins will say they were right, and the other side was wrong. And I get it. That's how it goes. But nobody's willing to talk or compromise. So we'll fight to the death to prove the other guy's wrong. It won't be an easy battle. But let's make sure we come back alive. Right, Professor?
Of course, I can't let you die.
Thank you. I'm so glad you were assigned to the Blue Lion House, Professor. We made it this far, thanks to your guidance and leadership. There's a bitter fight ahead, that much is certain. You have my lance.
We're counting on you. We will prevail. We're counting on you.
Yes. Let's do this together.
Professor, our next battlefield will be the Imperial capital. There will be no turning back. If you have any unfinished business here, you had best settle it before we depart.
Hugs, please. Leave it to me.
I knew I could count on you. Good luck.
I would love a hug from you.
Mine. It matters not how just our cause may be.
What are you
In the
talking
end,
about?
war is nothing more than organized murder.
Wow.
I understand the desire to reach a conclusion, but we mustn't overlook the sins inherent in our deeds.
What he just said was very strong. Organized murder. Holy shit, I never thought of that. I understand, of course.
Sorry. I have a tendency to preach.
It's okay, you're
We have
the only
lost
father
so
figure here.
much, and in return, we have taken much from our enemies. I pray we can put an end to this cycle of violence.
I believe in you,
Oh,
but please
thank you.
ensure that His Highness survives as well.
Of course.
Fodlan's future would be in peril if we lost him. I would not be able to go on.
Leave it to me.
Thank you.
What we got here?
Rhea will be somewhere in the city. wonder if she can sense us coming. The battle will soon be upon us. Let us both be at our best for what is to come.
Of course. I haven't been here in a hot minute.
I was born in Enbar. My mother and father met in a church there.
Oh.
Not too long after, I was brought into the world.
Okay, so you're like
I do
old.
not understand how war can happen in such a precious place. It is most regrettable.
Are you like late 20s? No idea. What?
Professor, do you think Edelgard will show up?
Oh. Oh, is this it? She will, I guess.
Well, well. It's been a long time, Professor.
Oh shit, she actually
and
came.
And hello to you too, Dimitri.
Oh, with Hubert, obviously.
Edelgard, I did not think you would actually accept my request.
Call it a win. Well then, what did you want to talk
She's
about?
gonna declare war.
I will get straight to the point. Why did you start this war? There had to be a way to change things in your territory without the need for so many senseless casualties.
It may be hard to believe, but this is the way that leads to the fewest casualties in the end. Don't you see?
How could I? Countless people have already lost their lives in this conflict.
The longer we took to revolt, the more victims this crooked world would have claimed. I weighed the victims of war against the victims of the world as it is now, and I chose the former. I believe that I have chosen the best path, the only path.
The only path?
Even after seeing the faces of those who have suffered the ravages of war, you would still force them to throw their lives away for the future?
I don't think Edelgard knows the butterfly effect. There's not just one path.
You are obsessively devoted to this war, and deaf to the screams of its victims. You cannot change the cycle of the strong dominating the weak with a method like that.
You're wrong. That very cycle is exactly what I have devoted my life and my power to destroying. If after all of this, you believe the weak will still be weak, that is only because they are too used to relying on others instead of on themselves.
Yes, perhaps someone as strong as you are can claim something like that. But you cannot force that belief onto others. People aren't as strong as you think they are. There are those who cannot live without their faith, and those who cannot go on once they have lost their reason for living.
True.
Your path will not be able to save them. It is the path of the strong, and so it could only benefit the strong.
Very true.
So you consider me strong?
Bitch, it's not time to be flattered.
Even if one clings to their faith, the goddess will never answer them. Countless souls will be lost that way, living without purpose. And I can be counted among those who have died that way as well. But that's why I must change this world, on behalf of the silent and weak.
And do you intend to become a goddess yourself? Will you steal the power to take action from the broken-hearted masses you claim to defend? The ones who can truly change the way of the world are not the rulers, but the people. Wow. Pushing your own sense of justice and your own ideals onto even one other person is nothing more than self-righteousness.
What he's saying is wrong.
Maybe it is self-righteousness, but it doesn't matter. Someone has to take action and put a stop to this world's endless, blood-stained history.
Yeah, us. Because you're causing
Do you not believe in the power of the people? To join together and rise up? Humans are weak creatures. But they are also creatures who help each other, support each other, and together find the right path.
Yes, Dimitri.
I have learned that humans are capable of all that from the professor.
Oh.
And from everyone in my life.
I doubt a highborn person like yourself could know how the poor feel or what motivates them. This is nonsense.
But he
Though
can
I'm
help
finally
them.
starting to understand how you feel. But that makes it even clearer to me that we can never fully understand each other.
I feel the same. I finally understand what you believe is right.
Goodbye, Dimitri.
Oh.
Wait, Edelgard. There is something I must give you.
The dagger?
This is for you. Use it to cut a path to the future you wish for. And I will rise up to meet you there. Elle?
Elle? Hubert's pissed. He's like, what? What did he just call you?
Elle!
So
it's
so
true.
Cute.
You're really going away?
Baby Dimitri.
Going back home?
There's nothing I can do about it. It's all
What happened to her
happening
hair?
so fast. I'm as surprised as you are.
Elle,
He's so small.
Here, I want you to have this. Elle, listen to me. No matter how hard things get, you can't give in, okay? You've got to cut a path to the future you wish for, no matter what.
It's a dagger? Why would you give me something like this?
This is cute.
Oh, I'm sorry. I couldn't think of anything better to give you.
Oh.
Edelgard, what are you doing? It's time to go. Hurry and get in the carriage.
Oh, I'm sorry, Uncle. I have to go now. Goodbye, Dimitri.
Oh, you didn't give him a cute nickname?
I remember now.
What? You forgot?
You gave me a dagger all those years ago.
Bitch, you forgot!
I'm still sorry about that. I should have given you something that would have made you happier.
Perhaps. At the time, I was quite flustered by such a dangerous gift. I left without giving you a proper response.
To what?
And that was the last time we saw each other.
What response to what?
It is a sweet memory, with a bitter ending.
I'm afraid it will do no good to reminisce, Dimitri. That girl you knew back then is gone. As good as dead.
Obviously.
But I'll tell you now what I wasn't able to tell you back then.
What?
Thank you, my dear forgotten friend. Because of you, I never lost my heart.
What's your heart now?
As for the future, that will be decided in battle.
Oh, okay, so we have
King
that.
of Fargus, as the Emperor, I shall await your arrival in Inbar.
We had a peaceful discussion. Didn't solve anything. But, I mean, she gotta let her feelings out. You gotta let your feelings out. The decisive battle ahead, Michiko visited the cemetery. Oh, no. You guys gonna hit me in the feels right before I have to take my dogs to the groomers? Oh, no. Oh, I'm dead.
Sorry.
Don't replay his voice.
I'm going to have to leave you now. One day, I hope you'll give this ring to someone you love, as well as I love her.
Someone I love. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. Look at all my choices. Oh, my God. I could pick Mercedes. What the fuck? You could pick yourself, the goddess? No one? I could be savage saying no one. No. I very much love Dimitri, but I'm very shook at my choices right here. Dimitri, of course. Of course, it's Dimitri. Who else? Who else? Besides, you know, that list, I would totally marry any of those other people on that list. Even Mercedes, because wifing.
The Kingdom Army, having gathered new troops and significant strength, commences its march towards the imperial capital of Enbar.
It's a long way to go.
In response to their movements, Emperor Edelgard orders her trusted retainer, Hubert, to the front lines to meet the Kingdom Army head-on. The
You
two
ready to die,
forces
Hubert?
clash in the city streets.
You ready to die, Hubert? As much as I love you? Alright. Hubert, I'm ready for you to talk to me. Let's go.
Gates to the Imperial capital have been broken. All troops, storm in! The Emperor is within reach!
Imperial troops are dug in across the city. Let's cut through them and carve a route to the palace.
Alright. Looks like I got all the girls besides Didu.
The Savior King arrives, hands red with blood. Let's give him
You're
a
writing fanfic right now?
royal welcome. Artillery! Once the enemy is in range, fire at will. Reinforcements will fly in shortly. Keep your focus and hold
Fly in?
steady until they arrive.
Oh. Alright. Okay. Dorothea! Oh no! I gotta kill Dorothea.
The battle is nearing the Opera House. I hope everyone in the company is safe.
No, I don't want to kill Dorothea.
That face brings back some memories. It's a shame we don't have time to catch up.
She's gonna die.
Oh!
Edelgard, forgive me. I can't.
I really hate how we're telling
So,
everyone.
Dorothea has been defeated. We will need to thin their numbers as well, or else.
Or
If
else
House
what?
Marley's troops arrive in time, we may be able to flank the kingdom's army.
Oh god. I'm not ready.
That church. I've such memories of that place. From a time before I was Seteth.
Well, what were you before Seteth?
I should have disposed of you a long time ago.
I should dispose of you,
I will
sir.
rectify that failure here.
Oh, sure. You kill me now? Miss bitch. Well, Hilbert's dead. I did say I want to kill myself, so.
In Her Majesty.
Hilbert, I'm sorry.
Her victory is everything.
I really didn't think you would die, because you're a right-hand man. But you died. Holy shit. I guess no one gets to live out of this, besides Claude and Hilda.
It's over. The way to the palace is clear. Let's move!
Yay! I finished this before having to take Arya to the groomers. I won't be able to finish this game, though, before that.
Send your platoons to capture Enbar. There is to be no needless killing or pillaging. Understand?
Yes, Your Highness.
Edelgard awaits us. We will advance our main forces straight to the palace.
Oh, shit. We finally made it here. We can win this. We can win this.
It is still early, Professor. We are up against Edelgard herself now.
Well, it's just
Let's
her.
not get ahead of ourselves. We will advance our troops and confront her. We must strike down the Emperor and end this war.
It's just her.
My life is yours, Your Highness.
Oh no.
Let's win this and go back home in victory. I'll do the very best I can.
On my honor as a knight, I will not lose.
No, we will not.
I know the goddess is watching over us. Let's be sure to return home safely. All of us.
As a citizen of Fargus, I will fight with everything I have.
Is this what a do-or-die situation looks like? You would best give it your all too, General.
Go and win. Be the boar that you are. And don't you dare look back.
Be the boar that you are. Let's go. Let's go, fan.
Yes.
Let's go.
I will... No. We will win this. Together.
Oh,
Everyone,
so cute.
move out!
I'm glad. He's such a great leader.
The time has nearly come.
Bro, you're by yourself.
Yes, the anomaly should present itself shortly. However...
There's no reason to fret. Besides, it's far too late to second guess.
What are you doing?
Now, assume your position. I can't promise your safety if you remain here.
Very well.
What are you doing? Edelgard, aren't you scared? We took out your entire class.
This pain is nothing.
Ew, what are you
compared
doing?
to what I have already suffered.
Are you letting the thing eat you? Or whatever. What the fuck is that? Ew! Those hands. God, what in the fuck? What have you turned into? I have not seen any visuals of that before. I'm surprised I have not been spoiled thus far. Oath of the
Part
Dagger.
2. Azure Moon. Verdant Rain Moon.
Dad, I miss you.
Oath of the Dagger. After storming the streets of Enbar and bringing Imperial forces to their knees, the Kingdom army surrounds the Imperial Palace. But the enemy that awaits them there is not the Edelgard they once knew.
Oh, she's a demonic person now. I'm not ready for that.
We have annihilated Enbar's army.
Are we in here?
If we strike her down now, this war will finally be over. I imagine she intends to keep fighting until the bitter end.
Just turn into a
If
beast.
this is the end she has chosen, it is my responsibility to see it through with her. Isn't that so, Emperor of Adrestia? We have no choice but to destroy each other. Such is the destiny we were born to. That is why I will now rise up to answer her iron will with the bite of my lance.
I will protect you at all costs.
No.
We will both live to see tomorrow. Your Majesty.
If the king falls here, that would mean my father's and brother's deaths were in vain.
We will not do
For
that.
Renato, Kristoff, everyone, I will not lose.
For my father.
Well, if I were to die now, I'd have a lot to explain to my brother.
All will be okay. I know we can win.
I won't falter, no matter who we're facing.
I don't think we have
For all
time.
those who have lost their lives in this
Right
war,
now.
we cannot lose.
Let's win this.
It is
Somehow.
time. Onward to our final battle.
But my progress cannot be stopped.
What the fuck?
No matter how many people try.
What the fuck are you?
The war's end
You
will spell destruction for one of us. There can only be one ruler of the world.
I have no idea how I have not seen this ever. Like, ever. Oh, we're just gonna go in there. I have absolutely no time. So, oh god, my thing is about to fucking die. Oh shit, I should have saved that shit for fucking... So I'm not gonna have time to finish this. So I have to get ready to take Arya to the groomers. But if I have enough time, by the time I come back from the groomers, like dropping her off, I'm gonna record a little bit more. I only have 2 hours max because Tyler comes home at 4. I don't know how long Arya is gonna take, so usually they ask us 4 hours. Long ass time. But anyway, this is where I'm gonna stop for today's episode. We have some hell going up on there. Cannot wait. Praying I can finish this game today because I go to work tomorrow and I will not have time. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. Stay beautiful, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
You touch it, touch it, touch it.